Yo, what's up guys, it's Spiceman here, and as you guys know, right now, currently, there's some big ol' Tensor Spawntrapped beefity beef going on, and I really just wanted to give my 2 cents because I don't understand what the issue is with this. I watched Spawntrapped's video twice over, and I heard Tensor's side on stream, and then I looked at all the facts or whatever, went back on the video, just kind of checked out everything, and it's basically a pretty one-sided thing, to be honest. I'll level it down though for you guys. So basically what happened is Spawntrapped made Tensor's The Tensor Movie. Really good video, well done. It wasn't too complicated as much as it was just putting things in. And the stipulations were a little bit changed, I guess, is what Spawntrapped is upset about. But to be fair, like, he was, in my opinion, and this is based on what I've seen, he was impatient. He basically expected a reply through just a Twitter DM. To my knowledge, he didn't try to contact him over any other ways. And, like, a YouTuber the size of Tensor is extremely busy. I'm saying that not because I, know his schedule or anything, but I'm saying, I'm a smaller YouTuber, and, I'm still extremely busy with YouTube and stuff. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and, I don't reply to a lot of DMs, I'll try to, but it takes me a while to get back to people. It's just hard. It's a difficult thing, especially if you're actually taking pride in putting a lot of effort into things, which I thought Spawntrapped would understand. But he kind of just started going off on his own thing, and then he really just got a little kooky when he was like, okay, so I'm just going to upload this on my own thing, here's the new terms, if you don't reply by this point, I'm just going to go forward with it. That was just a massive mistake on Spawntrapped's end. What are you thinking, dude? That was just completely, as Tensor said, doing a full 360 on him. You literally just kind of switched the ball game completely. When you wanted to make the video for Tensor, you said it was a weekly series you wanted to do on your channel. That's fair, but then Tensor asked you to do this. You said, yeah, sure, I'd love to do this. We can talk about the percentage revenue, all that good stuff. But the point of it is, you agreed, you said that that's what was happening. And then you went back on your agreement by changing up everything because people are busy with YouTube and everything that goes on. So that was the first time you fucked up. Now, to be fair, I can understand where you're coming from in the idea of, oh, it looks bad because he's not replying if I bring up revenue. But if you look at other messages too, he just simply wasn't replying to that too. If YouTube, all that, as I said before, I'm going to repeat it because it really is something that needs to be emphasized. It's a busy thing. He wasn't just not replying to the money thing, he wasn't replying to other things too, and this is something he's going to want to reply about, especially considering, it's probably one of the best videos he has on his channel. It's such a good video. I do give you props on that, Spawntrapped, if you are watching this or whatever. But at the end of the day, you made it for him, and, the whole 2-hour thing, which you even said was unfair, but you're like, well, it's my work. Yes, it's your work, but you're working for somebody else. That's like saying I'm a contractor, I'm building someone's house. You can live in it for 2 weeks, but after that, I want to live in it. And then I guess the counter-argument there would be, yeah, but paid and all that good stuff, and I'm sure he's going to do that. Tensor's a good dude. He really is, and he's somebody who, he loves the fans and all that good stuff. You gotta understand the busyness. I have to keep repeating it because it's honestly the most important factor. The busyness factor of YouTube, and he streams too. He's got an active stream going. He's got a huge fan base, trying to interact with everything, keep everything going, in peace. It's so difficult. And the fact that you continue to keep pushing money, and by you I mean Spawntrapped, not you guys, the fact that Spawntrapped continued to keep pushing the whole money and financial thing, revenue, I want to upload this first, do this, do that, that just was a horrible mindset to go about it. Do I think Tensor could have put you in the top part of the description? Yeah, that's fine, but putting you in the title was a stretch, even with the @ too. That was a little bit of a stretch. I know Nikki had her @ in there, and that's fine. That was his choice to do that. He wanted to give her some exposure, but it was already enough exposure. That point is just kind of a personal preference, and especially if it's your big movie, whatever, especially celebrating 100,000 subscribers, you don't necessarily want to advertise this was this. It kind of takes away from the whole meaning of the video because then they're going to be focused on that and then their attention is going to be driven away. So the description thing, that was fine, the whole annotation. He even put an annotation to the Phase movie at the outro of a hugely popular video. And, that was something I highly respect him for. And the fact that you're saying, oh, well, he didn't do this for my channel, as soon as they click the annotation for the Phase movie, they're brought to your channel. And after seeing 2 quality uploads like that, they're going to subscribe if they want to. Your channel being there isn't going to change that. I promise you that. You're getting all worked up and flustered over money and you not being in this, and I can understand it's for exposure and all that good stuff, but you were getting exposure for it, you got exposure for it, and you need to appreciate that. You can't always be seeking more, I want more, I want more. As an example, okay, my friend McRazzle, he did a thing for Jev, he did a wonderful thing for Jev, actually, and I'm going to put that in the description just because I feel like that's something that needs to be rewatched. he did a thing for Jev. It went up on his channel, and Jev chose, like, he didn't put it in the, he didn't put, like, his ad or anything in the title, but he did talk about it, and he said, you know, this guy made this, and he put him in the description. I don't even know if it was the top 3 lines or whatever, but that got Raz some good support. That got him a good fan base going. Like, it was well-deserved and all that, and you got some well-deserved recognition. I remember when that came out, I looked at your thing, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, and I even dropped a sub on you. As I'm sure a bunch of other people did, but, like, the whole mindset you have right now is just kind of, I'm greedy, I want more, and, like, the whole drive you have of money shouldn't be your priority when you're making, like, when you're putting an effort to do something, especially on YouTube. At least that's my opinion, I could be wrong, but on YouTube, that's your area, like, that's the free zone where you can just create and you can have your work be reveled. It's not something where you create just for money, and I get turning YouTube into a job would be awesome and all that, but that isn't, like, the proper way to go about it. That just makes you come off as you said in your thing, that can make you come off as a money whore. And there's like a certain degree of professionalism and integrity you have to uphold when you're doing YouTube, and you just really weren't at that level, and you still aren't at that level. As I'm like paying attention to everything, you're still not at that level whatsoever, and that's just making you come across as a money whore still. Now, do I know you personally, Spawntrapped? No, I don't, so I can't call you a money whore, but based on everything that's happening, that's what it looks like. Tensor, I'd say, is about 95% in the right here. The only 5% would be maybe he could have bumped you up in the description, or try to be slightly more attentive in the DMs, but I'm sure he was being as attentive as he could, as I'll repeat for like the 5th time. YouTube is an extremely busy thing, and I'm sure as a YouTuber you can understand that too. So you definitely should have given him more slack on that. Spawntrapped, buddy, you gotta fix your whole thing going on, because you're just gonna create a bad reputation for yourself. Tensor, you're doing great, brother. You know, handled this for the most part almost perfectly. You didn't really do much wrong whatsoever. Well done. Spawntrapped, buddy, work on that. And yeah, that's really all this is. I really just wanted to throw my 2 cents in here because I feel like a lot of people are kind of missing out on the whole point of this thing, and I don't get how you can miss out on the point of this. I don't know, it's late at night, maybe you're just flustered and all that good jazz, so that's fine, but I hope this helped enlighten some people, realize who's in the right, who's in the wrong, what needs to be fixed, and all that good stuff. I doubt it'll make a difference, I doubt people will see this, whatever, but I'm still going to put it together because, like I said, YouTube's a free zone, and I want to give my opinion on this. So with that being said, guys, my name is Penny, stay spicy, and I'm out. Peace.